Well, I think Hungary is a bit of an unknown quantity in the sense that we used to know it much better 20 years ago before the New World erupted. And now, as we're rediscovering it, Hungary is rediscovering itself at the same time. That's my impression. So each different region has its own very distinct characteristics. Tokai is all white wine, for example. Then you go a little further down to Eger and you have red and white. You come down here to the south to Villani and Sexard and it's more red wine. So there's an enormous amount of variety, not only variety in regional differences, but in great varieties in styles of wine. And so that augurs very well, I think, for a country that's rediscovering its roots. And in each region, you seem to have a mixture of dynamic movers and shakers, and also people who are perhaps a bit more steeped in tradition. But I think the movers and shakers are doing what's needed to rediscover the process of what that region is best at doing. So, for example, in here where we are in the south, we've been to Villani where they are looking at Cabernet Franc perhaps as their USP, whereas here in Sexard there's more focus on the indigenous varieties. So they're differentiating themselves from each other, and I think that that's obviously very good both from a stylistic point of view and from a marketing point of view. They're still at the early foothills of their own identity, I think, as far as what style they want to make and then what style they want to communicate. So it's early days, and it's not surprising because 20 years is not a long time since really the beginning of the opening up of the country after communism. I think it takes a long time for a country, for people to think about what best suits them, and then once they've done that, they have to experiment, which is what a lot of them are doing at the moment. And then once they've decided on what they want to do, and some are more advanced in that than others, then they have to communicate that. So lots of gradual growth towards, I hate to use that word potential, but you do feel the potential bubbling under here, and in some places more than in others.